Hi guys, hope you're all okay. I thought I'd do a video today on oily skin because it has been the bane of my life since I was a teenager. Just quickly, as I said before, I'm not a dermatologist, I'm not a doctor, I'm not anything like that. I simply want to chat about products that I like or think would be good for various people. You can go out and buy those products if you want to, or you can just take the advice and do nothing with it. It's entirely up to you. I'm not telling you should buy it. I'm not telling you that it will be absolutely fine on your skin because everyone's different. And any products that you do buy from what I mention, I do recommend that you do a skin test 24 hours before you use them somewhere hidden. So if anything does happen, then it's not on show. So oily skin. Oily skin is an overproduction of sebum. It's something that I have had for quite a long time, sort of since puberty, and I have done what most people do, which is panic, try and use things to stop it, reduce it, get rid of it, and that comes in the form of really harsh toners, not using moisturiser, literally everything that you can think of to try and get rid of this huge shiny patch that's highlighting your face like a beacon. You will try it, and I have tried it, but I've come to realise over the years that oily skin is something that you were born with. It's not something that you can get rid of. You can do things to reduce it or make it look better or make it act better, but it's not something that you're ever going to get rid of because it's something that, as I say, you are born with. A few facts that I've picked up over the years, one in particular that amazes me, the human body amazes me, but sebum production is actually done using clock cells, and your body knows, obviously, when you wake up, and between waking up and midday, sebum production is accelerated between those hours. So that is when your oily skin will be worse. It doesn't matter where you live, how old you are, what nationality you are, or anything like that. That is part of the human body. It contains clock cells and it will be really bad for the first few hours of a day, and then it will sort of sear off. And I completely get that because I have always had problems with oily skin in the morning, and usually around lunchtime I have to use a blotting paper or reapply makeup, but that's it. From sort of lunchtime I never have to do anything for the rest of the day because I don't seem to be as oily for the rest of the day, and hearing that about clock cells actually makes sense. There's obviously lots of things that you can do to try and help oily skin. As I say, you can't get rid of it, but you can certainly help it. One thing that I've found since I've been doing my skincare routines is niacinamide. Niacinamide has several properties that it works to help, and one of the best ones is for reducing the sebum production so that you don't get as oilier skin. I was initially using it in The Ordinary, as I've said before, 10% niacinamide plus 1% zinc, which was fine. It gave me a little bit of sensitivity around my eyes, but I just used it everywhere else. But as I've said before, I had to stop using it because I wanted to introduce tretinoin into my routine. So then I had to find it in other products, the Ultra MD Therapy and also the CeraVe Facial Moisturising Lotion. Both contain niacinamide in a lower percentage. These companies don't disclose that percentage though, but I do know that it is in a lower percentage. I feel that niacinamide has been a game changer for me. I really do believe that using niacinamide has reduced the amount of oil that my skin produces. It's been enough to be completely obvious. It's not just been a little bit here and there. It's been a noticeable difference to the point where people close to me have commented, "You don't seem to be as oily anymore." I believe that's because of niacinamide. There are also things that you can do as well as using products like that. Blotting papers, I've used these many times over the years. They are just a little piece of thin paper, sort of like tissue paper, and you just dot them on your skin wherever it is that you're oily, and I don't know if you can see that. As you can see, that's oil already that's come up on there. You can use these as little or as often as you feel that you want to. You can also use different powders. My favourite is Rimmel Stay Matte Translucent Powder. I've used this for many years. It's a cult classic. It does exactly what it says on the tin. It really does keep you mattified, and it's really cheap, £3.99 from Boots, Superdrug, most places. If you want to go a little bit more high end, the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is a loose powder, whereas this is a solid powder. Again, this is really nice. This is about £14, well, it'll be between 14 and 20 depending on where you go. But I really like this as well. It's, as I say, it's just loose powder. It is translucent, and again, it's really helped me with regards to keeping the oil at bay. One thing that science and research and things have noticed over the years is that diet can play quite a part in oily skin. It's been linked to having a high sugar diet, because eating a diet of high sugar spikes your insulin levels, and that can cause sebum to produce at a higher rate. Sebum then transfers onto your skin because it then produces more, so you get more oily skin. So diets high in sugar can be a cause of oily skin. So the answer to that is, if you have really bad oily skin and you eat a lot of sugar, try and see if you can reduce it a little bit, because science says that it will make a difference, because it is quite a notable contributing factor. There are other products that you can use as well. One common misconception, or two common misconceptions. The first one is that people who have really oily skin feel that they have to do whatever they can to get rid of it. And in doing that, they will use something like a really strong cleanser to try and scrub all of the oil away. That doesn't work, because as soon as you've washed your face with a really strong cleanser, your skin is then deprived of the natural oils and the moisture in its skin, so it then just reproduces it all, and it actually comes back with a vengeance. It comes back even shinier. So just using a standard moisturiser, also overwashing can be a problem. Twice a day is fine, but using a standard moisturiser is more than enough to clean your face and not strip it of anything important like natural oils. Doing that consistently twice a day should keep dirt, grime, excess oil at bay. Another common misconception is that using something like a really harsh toner, again, to try and get rid of the excess oil, that people think that's the answer. It isn't, because your skin will do exactly the same. It will be stripped of its natural oils and moisture, so it will then overproduce them to try and get them back. A third misconception is that people think that because they've got oily skin, they should skip moisturiser. That's not the case at all, because again, your skin still needs moisture, your skin still needs hydration. So just using a standard moisturiser, an oil-free moisturiser, is the best product that you can use. And if you can find one that includes niacinamide, then that will be even better for you, because as I've said, niacinamide is known to help oil production. A couple of products I like. SPF, obviously, need to wear every day. These two leave my face really mattified. This one is tinted, the Neostrata. This one isn't, this is untinted. This I get from Strawberry Net, and it's about £20. This one you can get from several places, and it's about £23. But obviously prices vary, depending on where you go. But those two I really like, because they do leave my skin quite mattified. And it's not just a temporary first 5 minutes thing, it is for most of the day. They do really help to control the oil production on my face. If all else fails, makeup is your answer. Everybody's skin is different. Everybody's skin will react different to different products. It will produce more oil than others, less oil than others. You really need to work and find what is good for you. Just because your friend does this and it does this, then doesn't mean to say that your skin will do the same. And the most important thing as well is to listen to your skin. You don't have to do what society says that you have to do. You don't have to cleanse. You don't have to moisturise with this product or this product. You can find ways around it. Trial and error. you know, test out products that you think you might like. If you don't, try something else. There are ways that you work around it. Everybody is different. Everybody has different skin and skin that behaves differently. So that's it for my video on oily skin. I hope that was helpful to some of you. If it was, then leave a thumbs up in the box below. If it wasn't, feel free to leave a thumbs down. I'd really appreciate it if you can subscribe. Also, maybe share my video with somebody that you think might benefit from this video, somebody that you know has oily skin. I'll put the little links and things in the top box, although I've said before, they don't actually work until I've got a certain amount of subscribers. So I will just put a little flashing symbol to remind you to subscribe. Leave some comments down below as well, guys. If there's anything that you use that has really helped oily skin, let me know. I'm always on the lookout for products that could help me. If you have an absolute cult, can't live without product, then let me know. I would be really keen to try it. Same as let me know what video you'd like to see next. Is there a certain product that you'd like me to review? Is there a certain face condition, face type, skin type, anything? Let me know what you'd like to see in the comments below. It would all be really appreciated. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.